Now, this is the big exclusive breaking from India today. The two recently declassified Intelligence Bureau files have revealed that the Jawaharlal Nehru government spied on the kin of Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose for nearly 2 decades. The files, which have since been moved to the National Archives, show unprecedented surveillance on Bose's family members between 1948 and 1968. Nehru was the Prime Minister for 16 of those 20 years, and the Intelligence Bureau reported directly to him. The files show the IB resumed British-era surveillance on the 2 Bose family homes in Calcutta at 1 Woodburn Park and 38/2 Elgin Road. Apart from intercepting and copying letters written by Bose's family members, agency sleuths shadowed them on their domestic and foreign travels. So clearly, this is the big breaking from the India Today this morning, and my colleague, in fact, Ashar Khan, caught up with Congress's PC Chacko to get his first reactions.
Joining us now is senior leader and spokesperson of the Congress party, Mr. PC Chacko. Sir, declassified documents have shown that the former Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's government spied on the kin of Subhash Chandra Bose.
I think it is a misreporting by the people who made these records. Probably as the first Prime Minister of India, it was the duty of Panditji to oversee all the developments of the intelligence agencies and others. Those who read history knows, in spite of all the differences, there was excellent relationship, personal rapport with Panditji and Subhash Chandra Bose. And Subhash Chandra Bose's disappearance was a matter of worry for all the people in India, especially the national leaders after independence also. So probably it was a responsibility of the government to keep the development, to watch the developments related to all these incidents. Other than the disappearance of Subhashji, and other than that, this cannot be taken in an inimical, in a sense that it has an inimical action from the side of Panditji against Subhash Chandra Bose. It should not be interpreted, or it should not be taken in that sense. And both were stalwarts of Indian freedom movement, worked together for a long time. Of course, there was difference of opinion about the strategy of both these leaders for the freedom, to attainment of the freedom. And that is a known thing, There is no any secret about this. Everything between them is part of India's history.
But sir, the family would have been upset that without informing them, whatever they were doing, whoever they were meeting, whatever the letters they were writing, everything was under the scanner of the government. Don't you think it's an invasion on their privacy?
Definitely not, As a government, government has certain responsibility. Beyond that, I do not think that there is anything. Maybe it is an effort to make a story out of nothing. So there is nothing unusual that a government is, keeping a watch on all the developments. That is not with an inimical, in an inimical angle. It was the responsibility of the government, but that is being interpreted that Panditji was hostile to Subhash Chandra Bose. I think that interpretation is wrong.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Mr. Chacko categorically stating that there was no inimical interest. It was the responsibility of the then government. With camera person Ravi in Delhi, Ashar Khan for Headlines Today.
उनके निधन के बाद जांच कराई होगी तो वो तो अच्छी बात है, पता लगाने के लिए कि आखिर क्या मामला था, कैसे उनकी हत्या हुई और कहाँ हुई। अब ये तो इतिहास की बात है, इसकी जानकारी तो कुछ है नहीं है, लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ कि जहाँ तक पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू का सवाल है, वो बहुत ही लोकतांत्रिक व्यक्ति थे और उनका विश्वास लोकतंत्र में था। और इस तरह की जो बातें हैं, हमको नहीं लगता है कि इसमें कोई तथ्य है।
जवाहरलाल नेहरू और नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस में आज़ादी की रणनीति को लेकर के मतभेद थे, लेकिन पंडित श्री नेहरू ने उनकी जासूसी कराई होगी या उनके परिवार के लोगों की, मुझे इस पर विश्वास नहीं होता।
So clearly those political reactions now coming in. Interestingly, Congress saying that this was perhaps the responsibility of the day. But remember, the entire row over the Snoopgate involving, of course, Mr. Narendra Modi as well. Perhaps the BJP would like to rake up this issue, in fact, as the day progresses. Meanwhile, of course, going back to this exclusive India Today report, the agency, in fact, the intelligence bureau that we're talking about, that was reporting directly to Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, the then Prime Minister, between 1948 to 68, or for 16 out of those 20 years. In fact, the agency seems especially keen to know who all the Bose kin met and what they discussed. A series of handwritten messages shows the agents phoned in security control as the IB headquarters was called to report on the family's movements. For reasons still not entirely clear, the agency focused on Netaji's nephew siblings Shishir Kumar Bose and Omionath Bose.
You see that we have submitted all the documents before the Mukherjee Commission, and Mukherjee, Honorable Justice, he also collected many documents. On the basis of that document, he come to the conclusion that the mystery of Netaji's disappearance is failed to reveal because of the non-cooperation of the government. Right from the Nehru to take up a present government, we don't know why they are afraid of declassifying all the files that is on the custody of Prime Minister, Home Minister and External Affairs Minister. It is ample clear that political interest is there, and they afraid of Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose mystery. If come to the light, then the political career of not only the family but also both the parties will be jeopardized. So in this connection, we have no hope, but only thing we can demand that it is the need of the hour when after these two files, governments should come out what happened to Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose, and they must speak openly why they are not declassifying all the files that in their custody. What is the reason behind it? At the time of election campaign, repeatedly, President Prime Minister, he assured the public, Murali Manohar Joshi assured the public that if they come in the power, they will declassify all the documents.
Frankly, it flies in the face of everything which the Congress stands for. The Congress government, and especially the government of the first Prime Minister, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, was renowned for its liberalism. In fact, he laid the foundations of the entire liberal ethos of this country. So therefore, to even insinuate by a stretch that the Congress government was in any manner involved in the surveillance of Mr. Subhash Chandra Bose's family is, for the lack of a better word, shooting the breeze. Now, there are certain files which have been declassified. We've not seen those files. I have not seen what the story says. But I can, getting the drift and the essence of the argument, rebut it straight off. That if at all there is any insinuation which is being made, it is conjecture, it is innuendo, and it is incorrect.